Most first-time homebuyers, or maybe even somebody who hasn't been through the process in a while, have no idea what to expect when it comes to the loan process. It can be overwhelming. So let me just take a few minutes to walk you through the traditional loan process. Step one is the initial application. You'll probably have a conversation with a loan originator to answer any questions you may have. You should then be directed to a loan application website, or perhaps the loan originator will be taking the application over the phone. Once the loan originator has received your application and all of your supporting documents, they'll review to determine what loan options are available. They should call you at this point to review those options, and if you're agreeable to the terms and the options, then a pre-approval letter would be issued and you can start shopping. Once you find the property and you have an executed contract, you'll provide that to your loan originator, who will then begin to put together the initial loan disclosures. Initial loan disclosures are sent to you and require that you sign all pages, but they are not binding. Remember, you can cancel the transaction or change the terms at any point, and that's true for any lender. Just be conscientious of your closing date. You want to make any changes with at least a few weeks left before closing to ensure that you're not late to closing. After you've signed all of your initial disclosures and provided any documents requested, the file is then submitted to a loan processor, who will scrub the file and do all of the order outs, including ordering appraisal or title. Once she has scrubbed the file, she will submit it directly to the underwriter for review. In most cases, underwriting takes a couple of days. We are currently at about 24 hours, but you should expect a little bit of a waiting time. Once the underwriter reviews everything and sees that all of your documents support the information on your application, he or she will issue the initial loan approval. It is normal and customary for there to be conditions of the approval at this stage. Obviously, the property-related conditions such as title and appraisal aren't usually back by this point, but also it's very normal for the underwriter to request some additional documents from you. Once your conditional approval is issued, your loan officer should reach out to you to give you an update, let you know whatever documents are needed from you. Once the property-specific documents, title, appraisal, etc. have been received and all of the additional documents requested from you have been received, then the file is submitted back to the underwriter to issue the clear to close. Once that clear to close is issued, that means there are no more conditions. The loan is final approved. It is sent to our closing department for a closer to begin preparing the final legal documents that you will sign on closing day. Those are then forwarded to the designated title company, where you will go to a scheduled appointment to sign. Once you have signed and the seller has signed and you've provided any funds required at closing, the house is officially yours. It should be noted the process is exactly the same for a refinance, with a few exceptions. One, obviously we're not waiting for an executed contract. And two, if it's your primary residence, there's what's known as a 3-day right of rescission that happens after you sign the final documents at closing. This is basically a 3-day period of time where you can cancel the entire transaction as long as you do it within that 3-day period. If you have any questions about the process, please reach out. I'm always here to help.